I'm going to go through a case with you which is a very interesting situation because we've got missing teeth. So you should have incisors that sit right here and right here. They're not there. Naturally, they just didn't come through. We have two teeth that are thin and long at the front, and we have a gap there, we have a gap there, we have a gap here, and actually we have another gap over here. This patient came to see me because he had had multiple opinions. Each opinion was slightly different. Most people said we need to move the teeth to try and create space over here and over here to try and fit in a tooth, but that tooth is going to be quite thin because we don't think we can get the full amount of space. There's also a baby tooth here, which is perfectly fine, it's stable, but eventually may be lost. And so he just felt that each time he got advice, people were unsure about what to do. So he came in to see me to see what I thought. From my point of view, moving the teeth here would be the wrong thing to do. Because if I move small teeth, I will end up creating spaces that are wrong size to put a tooth in somewhere else, putting the patient in braces for maybe up to 2 years. We probably will lose that baby tooth in the process, and then I'll have a proportion problem. How do I close up space if I've made small teeth come together and created space not quite big enough? How will I put a dental implant in there? Not only is it challenging to move canines all the way across, but it can be done. So I'd end up with a situation where I'd have a proportion problem. So I'd need to do more dentistry to fix that proportion problem after the patient's had braces for such a long time. Now, not every case is like this. Sometimes we do need to move the teeth, and I've discussed cases like that before, and we do a lot of that. But in this case, for me, it would mean something far more unnecessary for the patient. So we decided not to move the teeth, and we decided to place some ultra-thin porcelain veneers using the teeth in the exact same position, but I can work on the gum line. So space is all about distribution of space so that we can create teeth that are the right size. But often when you have the wrong tooth in the area that should be a different tooth, you have gum in the way over here. So I utilize my lasers. So we use lasers in the clinics to improve the proportions of the teeth when we have gaps. And we put him into some porcelain veneers, but before that, the trial. And if you can see on the trial, things look a lot more evened out. It's all handmade. The laser work has improved the gum position. And if we move to the final teeth, you can see that things look like the best version of his smile. Not too different to his original teeth, but just gaps closed and no need for orthodontics in this case, because I feel it would have just made the situation far more challenging. So we utilized the space he had to actually close the gaps up with the veneers and use of laser gum contouring. Let me know if that's something you want to learn more about, and I'll do some videos on laser gum contouring. It's something we use a lot. But in a case like this, that gave us the shape we needed to close the gaps up without moving the teeth, because that would have made it harder and the result would not have been as good.